Bro, Elon tweet right now. Time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not made it public. Have a nice day, DJT. Oh my God. Oh my, what the bro, brother, oh brother. Woo! The tea is fucking hot, dude. Elon, Tesla has crashed by 15%. Oh my God, Elon is taking it down. Elon is taking down the ship. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the big story of the day. The girls are fighting! Now that I'm done with the vindication hour early on, when I talked exclusively about how I was right about the AOC endorsement that was coming after the debate, this is the second thing that I was obviously right about, which is, of course, the inevitability of the two girls, the drama that would happen in spectacular fashion once the Elon-Donald Trump bond would break. Donald Trump loves money. He loves money. This is his favorite thing, okay? He loves people that give him money. Elon Musk gave him a lot of it. And that is the reason why, despite the fact that he can't stand socially maladaptive, unkempt people like Elon Musk, who have also major egos, he still kept them around. But those three factors always remained. And I felt always like it was just like right under his skin. He was just fucking sitting there as Elon Musk was in a K-hole gumming in the middle of the goddamn White House as Donald Trump, the teetotaler who does not do any drugs except for Sudafed potentially and no alcoholic beverage consumption whatsoever, had to sit there and watch this man look gross as and constantly run his mouth, constantly attack other people who are loyal servants of Donald Trump. And that was always going to be a major issue. So early on today, before we get to the last part of this, let's take a look at what took place today. Now, all I'm going to say is this. The factors that I explained to you last night played a major role in Donald Trump eventually severing ties with Elon Musk. Elon Musk's own narcissism also played a major role here because he couldn't just take a back step and not be the beloved figure that he always wanted to be, even though he was never going to be a beloved figure because he is an incredibly repulsive individual. Like, he is horrifyingly grotesque, both in the physical attributes that he has, like his weird shaped barrel-chested body, and the way he carries himself, the way he communicates. He is what is known in the old-fashioned term, a grotesque, right? So, as a grotesque, I think Donald Trump, who loves being around like handsome men who suck his dick nonstop, Elon wasn't sucking his dick hard enough and was maybe a little too worried about his own narcissistic tendencies, and also looked ugly in the process, and also unkempt, wearing t-shirts in the Oval Office. How dare you? Elon did not look like he was out of central casting. But the worst crime of all was that regardless of the amount of money that he was pumping into these races, because he claimed he was going to be Donald Trump's attack dog, he was going to go after people with his money that betrayed Donald Trump and his agenda, Elon Musk ran out of goodwill when he lost the Wisconsin judicial race. He didn't have to go into the Wisconsin judicial race, as I said at the time, but he wanted to prove a point. He wanted to let everybody know that he could actually spend enough money overtly, outwardly, and basically steal a election. But Americans did not want this grotesque, repulsive man to openly state that they were going to steal the election with money. They were not fond of that, and they rejected it. And that's why I said it's over. As soon as Elon Musk attempted to buy the Wisconsin judicial race and fail, I told you it was over. Their relationship was done from that point on, because the one thing that Donald Trump cannot fucking stand outside of all of those factors is losers. Here it is.
I think Elon Musk's physical presence on this race and his direct interference was a major burden. And it was very important for Elon Musk to actually win this race, because Elon Musk's time in the administration, as he uses the administrative state like a fleshlight, is predicated upon a couple things. One, direct cash infusions to the Trump administration, to the Trump campaign, to Donald Trump in general. But more importantly than that, Elon Musk presented himself as a attack dog for Donald Trump. Elon Musk stated time and time again that he would spend endless amounts of money on primaries against Republicans who actually dared to step out of line with Trump's agenda. Elon Musk wanted to prove himself in this space by going foolishly to Wisconsin to prove that he could spend endless amounts of money on a Wisconsin race, a Wisconsin special election that was more costly overall than a senatorial race. Think about how insane that is. And last night, he failed in spectacular fashion in a way where everyone, every analyst, basically reported Elon Musk's presence in this race was a giant burden for the Republican Party. And I also predicted last night that this would be the turning point between...
And it was the turning point. He saw the tweet. I know. I did. I saw the tweet. Elon just added to the tweet. It's time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle. Oh, yeah. The middle of the road. The American Nazi Party. Okay, so listen. Easiest way to save money is terminate Elon's subsidies and contracts. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's amazing. Oh my God. This is amazing. Okay. So earlier today, Elon Musk finally, after spending the last week subtweeting about Donald Trump and saying that the big beautiful bill is disastrous, partially due to cutting the EV subsidies that Tesla was benefiting from, Elon Musk turned around and finally said something really mean, okay, directly. I just want to show you the Tesla stock, by the way. Oh my lordy lord. Another thing that I told you is the consequence of key man. Elon Musk is a key man for Tesla. So as long as Elon Musk can lie and maintain, as long as Elon Musk lies and people believe his lies every quarterly earnings report, every time he does like one of these announcements, then as a key man, he's beneficial to Tesla. But inevitably, there was going to come a day where he was not going to be seen as a benefit to Tesla, but a clear-cut negative to Tesla. And that is precisely where we are. We have arrived at that position. And by God, I am so excited. Anyway, most of this is just Elon back and forth, okay? Musk comes out and says new spending bill should be drafted. Musk says call your senators, call your congressmen, kill the bill. Then Trump comes out this morning and says he's losing patience with Elon, that he's disappointed in Elon Musk after criticism of the president's budget bill.
But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars, and it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have we want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became a little bit different, and I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape, he said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Mr. President, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too. But there's something about this one. I was telling the chancellor, this is where it is. People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, you know, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many other things. Everything big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago. A lot of good things are happening in this room, and I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us, and then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But
that's the perfect bar. Claiming that Elon has Trump derangement syndrome is amazing. First of all, Trump is still being kind of nice in comparison to how Trump normally reacts to this level of backstabbing. Trump normally would be way, way more aggro. He'd be like, I don't know who this guy is. He's a f***ing loser, all this stuff. I hope that they bring this up a lot. Okay? I knew that it was going to inevitably happen. Everyone knew that this was going to inevitably happen. They have there are too many big personalities in one f***ing room. Like, the Trump-Musk crash out was going to be legendary. I just never thought that it would be this disastrous. You have the wealthiest person on the planet now fighting against the most powerful person on the planet that is in charge of the most powerful nation on the planet. So things are heating up. But what I was going to say is basically, Elon Musk, hearing all of this stuff, said, oh, this is ingratitude. You would not have won without me. Okay, you would not have won Pennsylvania without me. I've done so much for you. How dare you? Let's see what the CNN is saying.
All of Musk's injection of capital into the race. We can debate exactly how much it helped, but it helped a lot. And Musk is right to take a lot of credit and to feel now, as he says, like Trump is being ungrateful. This reminds me of that slogan back well before social media.
I think one of the most annoying aspects of Elon Musk is that he has permanently warped discourse in this goddamn country. So the final culmination of all of this back and forth led to Elon Musk tweeting about how it will massively increase the already gigantic budget deficit. Elon Musk actually quote retweeted an early tweet from Donald Trump from many, many years ago about the debt ceiling, raising the debt ceiling, because Trump had tweeted in the past like, oh, I'm a Republican. As a Republican, who wants to raise the debt ceiling? And now Trump is directly talking about terminating Elon Musk's contracts. And in that process, here is Trump saying, the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. And then, of course, the final point of this back and forth was when Elon Musk said, time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. I don't know if Donald Trump has retaliated to this since then. It doesn't seem like he has, but he said Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. That's Donald Trump's take on the matter. Elon Musk basically called him a pedophile, and I don't know what he has tweeted. I have to unblock him for this, by the way, because he's actually now posting something relevant. For the first time ever, I think. Yeah, he said such an obvious lie, so sad. So now we are in this weird predicament. First of all, if I was Elon Musk, I probably wouldn't be talking about Jeffrey Epstein too much. Part of the reason why is because Kimball Musk, Elon Musk's brother, literally lived in the Jeffrey Epstein mansion, if I'm not mistaken, and dated one of Jeffrey Epstein's girls. So the idea that Elon Musk is also not connected to the pedophile sex trafficker in very meaningful ways is silly. This is how all of these super wealthy, super rich people operate. They all are up one another's assholes. They're all directly related to Jeffrey Epstein. Elon Musk also said this, responding to Laura Loomer, it's heating up. Will be interesting to see what Republican lawmakers do now. I know lawmakers who are asking if they should side with President Trump or Elon. I've been on the Hill all day, and it's all anyone's asking about. The most powerful man in the world versus the richest man in the world. Elon Musk replied and said, oh, and some food for thought as they ponder this question. Trump has 3.5 years left as president, but I will be around for 40 plus years. One thing's for sure, it ain't boring. Smiling, crying emoji. It's like Elon Musk wanting the credit, saying that he deserves the credit for Donald Trump's victory. Donald Trump saying, you didn't do shit for me. You're lame. You're boring. You're a loser. I'm not interested. And here we are. Okay, this is the final culmination of events, which led to Elon Musk accusing Donald Trump of being on the Jeffrey Epstein list and accusing the Trump administration on an area that actually is quite impactful for all the dumbest people on the planet who thought that like the Trump administration would ever actually leak the Epstein files, and clearly they will not, partially because Donald Trump would be implicated, partially because Jeffrey Epstein is an asset, both for the CIA and Mossad. Not just Mossad, but the CIA as well. So that is where we're at. Mike Malak weighs in, says Trump's ego will not allow him to back down. Elon's ketamine Molly cocktail will not allow him to back down. We will go nuclear here. I don't think it's Elon's ketamine Molly cocktail will not allow him to back down. I think it's ego plus ketamine and Molly cocktail. Here is the BBC News live reporting, which is really funny. Musk played a pivotal role in Trump's election, Georgia voter. We went and asked the Georgia voter what they think. Who gives a fuck what they think? Interestingly enough, I despise both of these figures. I hate them. So obviously, we are the real winners here.
17% now.
It's fantastic.
Impact on SpaceX. Trump is threatening to cancel contracts. Not clear how he does that because there's no clear replacement for SpaceX. Starlink as well. Again, you know, this is not just a personal Twitter.
Yeah, look at this shit. Look. This would both end the International Space Station and simultaneously provide no way to safely deorbit it. As their blow-up escalates, Trump suggests terminating Musk's federal contracts. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Elon Musk turns around and says, this just gets better and better. Go ahead, make my day. I need to see what Fox News is saying about all this, by the way. We have to tune into that.
A policy bill, but we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, the other thing I didn't have on my initial list, getting longer by the minute, Doge.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the spirit and the leader behind Doge with the chainsaw, etc. Its work had already slowed down. Is Doge done?
Bro.
Now, if Musk
News?
is, expelled voted off the island?
This major event is taking place. It's like a world-changing event. What's Fox News doing? Karine Jean-Pierre faces Democrat backlash after leaving party. Thanks, Fox News, for covering the most important news of the day.
Having Musk people inside agencies?
Well, we'll see. I mean, like, these are fairly, like, mid-level people who have really, they have changed how government has worked. But the whole idea of Doge writ large largely was not a success. I mean, don't forget, he was saying
Asmongold was shook after looking at Tesla stock and Trump coin crashing amid Trump Elon beef. God, I've got to call my accountant.
But a lot of damage has been done, and maybe it's just the beginning of that as well.
Yeah, and God, you make it's such a good point, which is no one was closer to him than a family member. And when that much emotion and closeness is involved, things can get very ugly.
And he has shown that he's not afraid of Donald Trump, and that is also a rarity in this town in terms of Republicans.
That's true.
Yep.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much.
The power of Dell AI.
What the? Oh my God. Oh my God. Incredible things happening. Incredible things taking place, Chad.
We have it with others, too. They leave, and they wake up in the...
Will he deport Elon? Oh, my God. Will he deport Elon? Will he deport Elon? Will he revoke Elon Musk's citizenship? Will he deport Elon? Oh, my God. The opportunities are endless. What a spectacular situation.
In the morning, and the glamour's gone, the whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it and you'll let us know.
There are decades where nothing happens. There
Elon
are
Musk
weeks
is stepping up his attacks.
There are weeks where decades happen, boys.
More than $2 trillion.
It's happening.
It's happening. Rachel Scott at the White House.
Yes.
Hey, George, good morning to you and Elon Musk.
Okay, by the way, I'm going to repeat that call for the second vindication of the day. Once again, this is why you pay me the big bucks. This is why you subscribe, because I tell you what is going to happen ahead of time, baby. That's right. All right, let's keep going.
He's not backing down. He's now launched a pressure campaign against this bill as the president is pushing senators to get behind it.
This morning, a growing rift between the president and Elon Musk.
We'll tune into the White House when it goes live,
Chad.
Chad.
Mark Trump's first 100 days. The billionaire, who spent more than $270 million of his own money to help get the president and other Republicans elected, called Trump's signature budget bill a disgusting abomination. Musk now ramping up the pressure, writing, "Call your senator, call your congressman. Bankrupting America is not okay. Kill the bill." Musk warning about the level of spending in the bill, which the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates will add $2.4 trillion to the national debt.
This isn't
Sources
it,
tell us he
dude.
also expressed frustration that the bill cuts the electric vehicle tax credit, which benefits owners of electric vehicles, including Tesla, and that he personally pushed senior lawmakers, including Speaker Mike Johnson, to keep it in. Johnson telling reporters the president was not pleased by those comments from Musk.
He's, as you know, he's not delighted that Elon did a 180 on that. But look, I don't know what happened in 24 hours. Everybody can draw their own conclusions about that.
Other Republicans pushing back.
He's one man. He's not my constituent. He's not even a donor that I know of. So, he's one guy.
Give us some productive feedback that we can operate on. I can't operate on platitudes, or I can't respond.
The president meeting with key senators at the White House, urging them to pass the package, which extends the 2017 Trump-era tax cuts, sets aside nearly $50 billion to resume construction on the border wall, and pushes work requirements for Medicaid. By some estimates, the changes to Medicaid would force 11 million Americans to lose their health insurance over 10 years. Jesus Acosta is his mom's full-time caretaker after she was hit by a car. He worries she would be one of those millions of Americans.
She relies on Medicaid for her medication, for her doctor visits, pain management. And if Medicaid gets cut, then that would be an expense that's coming out of my pocket. And I would have to be forced to work more hours and spend less time providing care for my mom.
So Musk is also calling on Republicans to rip up the bill, but senators I've spoken to say they do not have time to start all over, especially because the president wants this bill on his desk by July 4th. As for now, President Trump, we still have not heard from him directly on these comments by Elon Musk. Rebecca?
All right, Rachel, thank you.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Holy moly. Breaking news.
President Trump is scheduled to appear at the White House.
Another tweet has hit the towers.
Event, but we will be watching to see if he now responds, adds to the ongoing attacks between him and Elon Musk that is now exploding online, and it is covering everything from Musk now claiming he won Trump, the 2024 election, to Trump threatening to cancel Musk's federal contracts.
It is ever escalating, and I would assume we have not heard from Donald Trump since he threatened to cancel Musk's contract. So there is probably more to come. But what you're looking at is Friday, not even a week ago, when these two stood next to each other and said very nice things, and Elon Musk was given a golden key to the White House. So things have unraveled.
That's passed.
Quite quickly.
That moment is passed.
And look, Trump's legislate a lot of things, as you've noted, hang in the balance. But for Republicans, right now, it's that legislation on the Hill that certainly is getting a lot of attention. So we're going to keep an eye on all of that. In the meantime, the highly anticipated testimony from a key accuser in the Sean Diddy Combs criminal trial is now underway. This woman who's testifying under the pseudonym Jane.
Boo, no, I don't care about this right now, please. Oh my God. Fox News, once again, manhunt for father of 3 murdered girls in Washington State. Funniest day online since the billionaire submersible went missing. Yeah, no, it's good. It's a good day today, folks. Now, remember something, okay? Remember something. The feeling that you have right now, the happiness that you are exhibiting, and it is shared by so many others. Why? One must ask the question, why? It's because you are not alone. You are not alone. No matter what the media tells you, you are not alone. There are so many other people exactly like you that despise these freaks, whether it be Donald Trump or Elon Musk. Certainly they have their fans as well, but a lot more haters, baby. Wisconsin showed that, and I think this is yet another day where everybody unites all together, with the exception of the likes of Asmongold and them, who are trying to find which daddy to side with right now. And my heart goes out to them. I know it's a difficult day for the likes of MAGA Trump and Elon Musk lovers who are like, oh no, daddies, why are you fighting? You know, the Kanye West of the world. But for everybody else, for all the normal people, this is a moment of celebration. Never forget, They might make you feel as though you are alone. They might make you feel, the media might make you feel as though their people don't actually agree with you. That like, no, people love billionaires. They love billionaires. Billionaires are so brilliant. Elon Musk is so brilliant. Clearly, there are a ton of people who resent billionaires directly buying elections and billionaires directly interfering in the affairs of the American government, billionaires leaving the shadows. I was thinking about this. If I was Jeff Bezos, or if I was like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, or whatever, I would do everything in my physical power to get Elon to stop appearing in public. Because for as long as super wealthy people have existed, they have always moved in silence for a reason. They don't make themselves the primary focus. They don't try to desperately win favors. And the reason for why they don't do that is because most people have to still believe that these guys are actually brilliant, okay? That these guys actually arrived at the position of endless power because of this meritocratic process. Because when you realize that Elon is a mere mortal just like you and not a particularly smart one, all of a sudden this entire thing falls apart. People start questioning. People start thinking, wait a minute, why the f does he have $700 gorillion? What the hell is going on here? Did he work smarter or harder than anybody else? It breaks the system. Why is my dad calling me? Bubba, I'm